We know housing is a big issue in our state. Currently, we're short a couple 100,000 units or homes, putting pressure on Arizonans caught in the middle of a affordable housing problem.
Yeah, now the trickle-down effect is continuing to hit Valley shelters pretty hard.
Yeah, Team 12's Jen Wall joining us live from Phoenix this morning. Jen, how is the shelter there holding up in the middle of the holiday season?
Yeah, good morning to you both. So several hundred people stay here at CAS, which is Central Arizona Shelter Services, behind us every single night. Of course, looking for a warm bed to sleep in and a place to stay. And during the pandemic, and even now, they say their shelter continues to remain full, and they've seen an increase in people needing that shelter. Now, CAS AZ CEO Lisa Glow tells me there's normally about 470 beds here. Now they house about 520 people per night, with plans to expand for more. Glow says this problem has been going on for years, but they notice as more people get evicted, many of them are senior citizens who just can't afford their rent. And they do attribute the issue in part to the affordable housing crisis. Down the street, UMOM tells us there's a shelter wait list of about 200 families right now here in Maricopa County. That's remained pretty consistent recently, and the shelter does not anticipate a change with rising rent prices here during the holidays. Now, we talked with a single dad who was on a Valley shelter wait list for 3 months with his teenage son because he says he couldn't find an affordable place to live, even with a full-time job.
I'm on the waiting list with UMOM. I was on the waiting list with CAS. I was on the waiting list for McKinney-Vado. I was on the waiting list for 2 other agencies that I do not remember now the name to.
Yeah, no, the good news is CAS tells us that they're planning to expand their shelter beds to about 650 to 700 beds heading into the summer. That exact number all depends on design, and we'll continue to follow that live for you. Coming up at 6:30, we're going to show you where George Morris is now, continuing his full-time job, now finding a place to live with his teenage son. Plus, we do have some resources to share if you're finding yourself struggling to pay rent. Guys, it's a story we continue to hear over and over again here across our state.
Yeah.